Hello everybody, here we are. We're going to talk about a pass-through charger, PTC as they are called. I'm showing you one right now. This PTC is for the 510. Of course, if you want to know more about this specific guy here, visit e-cigs.com, my website that we do have right there. Pretty much all these are the same, the ones that you see for the 900 series, the 500 series, whatever it might be. USB connect, which is great. And then, of course, you see this box that I'm holding here. Very long line, and of course then it connects into your electronic cigarette. What's great about this is it gives you very consistent voltage to your electronic cigarette, the best that you can really look at, as it is connected that you do have right there. It is of course connected to USB, which ideally is a computer, and of course it's a great system to have. Most of us have around computers all day long. This has been my workhorse all the time that I do use. Now let me get into the nuts and bolts. Of course, you're going to notice I'm opening it up right now. There is a battery that is in here, and it is a rechargeable battery. I'm going to give you some tips here. Of course, if your PTC starts failing, it doesn't work for you anymore, you might want to just change this little guy out there, get a new little AAA rechargeable battery and put it in there, and you're going to notice that it works. Another thing that I would like to point out, I've messed around with this stuff a lot. Some of you may or may not know there are, of course, car chargers for electronic cigarettes that are USB based, so it does have that USB outlet. I, of course, then took that charger and plugged this in with hopes that I could drive down the road and use this PTC, not worry about the charging. Didn't work. In fact, it did something to this unit where when I went back to my computer, it wouldn't work again. And I thought I was in a little bit of trouble, and after about 10 minutes of fooling around, I opened this up, I took the battery out, put the battery back in, waited 5 or 10 minutes, and voila, it worked again. As I tried a few other vehicles to get this to work, I did notice that that happened a lot. So if you have one of these units and it stops working on you, the very first thing to look into and to do is, of course, just take this battery out for a few minutes, put the battery back in, wait a few minutes, and then see what happens. And you're probably going to notice that it's just going to start working again for you. So that is one of the things as far as the PTC is concerned, as far as using that. Of course, if it does also stop on you and you've used it for quite a long time, just change the battery altogether. This is, of course, the PTC. These are great little guys to have there, especially if you find yourself on a computer for a long time. You can just use these nonstop, hour after hour, and I really enjoy that. That is one of the downfalls right now in this industry as far as the really good units like the one I'm holding here that does work for you is the batteries. You got to recharge them all the time. When you have something that you connect there, boom, you're good to go. Of course, I'm not always that great knowing that I have something that has a line to a computer, but that's the way it is. I've moved away from analog cigarettes or tobacco cigarettes, as we all know, and I'll take this any day of the week over a regular cigarette. So that's the PTC, and that lets you know a little bit about it. Oops, I'm back. One little thing that I did forget to mention to everybody, this is important, about your PTC. Little known fact, a lot of people don't know this about these units here. If you unplug one of these and walk away, you can still use it. Now, it's obviously inconvenient to walk around, but for whatever reason it might be, let's say you're at home and your rechargeables stop working, whatever it might be, just so you know, you can disconnect one of these and still use it. If you have a power outage, whatever happens at home, if you have a PTC and it has charged up, this is something that you can use disconnected, and what will happen is the battery will discharge, and then you eventually will have to plug it into a USB. But just so you know, you can use one of these unplugged if you've had them in a USB charger for a while and, well, had them fully charged.